All right, and we have Last Laugh, Afflicted, and what was that, Flux Bomb? I think Flux Bomb is on both CMs today, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna drop the food near the Mistlocked as well. And then I think I have my utility, do I? Alright, so quick overview, or just quick reminder, is anomalies are, they do a lot of CC, so just make sure you keep your back to the wall. We will have stability, but just in case we don't have stability, you'll be safe. And then for the final island, I don't know if I can reach it, but I'm going to hop down, don't follow me yet. But like, right here is where we're going to stack. So we want to make sure that we're at max melee distance, but just be careful not to stand on this center circle because that's where it does a lot of the AoE damage from the boss. So actually, I'm going to ask that we all GG real quick because I got to recharge my mantras. And awesome, thank you guys.
Do you want me on Dwarf or can I play Shiro?
You can actually play Shiro. Yeah, you'll be fine on Shiro because I should be able to keep stability when we need it.
Okay.
Though I might ask you to take it on. Does Last Laugh affect all the mini people from Arts Eve? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It does.
The second one was this, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you don't mind bringing it there, because that's just going to be an insane amount of CC going on.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to stack some boons, and then we'll go ahead and get rolling. I believe you can run sword. I believe sword is okay. All right. Here we go. All right, so CC. All right, move out of that flux bomb.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all good. All right, we got 5% till phase. Follow the AoEs and phase. Nicely done. All right, and then just don't go crazy with your DPS rotation. Oh, crap. Sorry, I didn't even see that you ported. All right, CC. Dodge this. Ooh, crazy. Crazy with the... Okay, yeah, so just be careful. Want to make sure that we dodge that because it gives a lot of burning.
Blood, yeah.
Yeah.
Lifeless.
All right, we got phase in 3, 2, 1, and islands.
Will you do a portal? I could do a portal.
Awesome. Oh, sorry, I was a little late with the stability there. All right, so look out for the portal on the ground. After we kill this anomaly. And take portal now. And step back a little bit. Don't stand on the hitbox. Stand kind of at the end of the portal. All right, Zek, come on this side. There we go. Good. I got stability. Don't worry about dodging. come back on the side, Zek. All right, so you're standing on the hitbox, so you're taking a lot of damage. So all that damage happened to you in about a split second because you stepped on his hitbox. So you're taking a lot of the upfront damage from like standing in his AoE, as well as if there's any overlap with the lines that he's shooting out, that CC, those do quite a bit. That does quite a bit of damage. So I want to be careful about where you're standing there. But that was good. We didn't get any deaths, so if we're not jinxing it, we are still eligible for LNHB.
I have some doubt for Arc, but let's see.
If I remember, we did pretty well on our last run, didn't we? I can't remember exactly.
Of tries in the beginning because of the dodge of the ball.
Yeah.
But I think in less than 1 hour we did the 100.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Will I do the jumping part or? Yeah.
Let's let me see. So okay, Matt, you are actually on banners. So because it might be a requirement for your pug groups, I want to put you on responsibility for bouncing during the actual boss fight.
Okay.
So there is going to be a little bit of a and then Seb, I'm just going to have you do backup.
Okay.
So for the bouncing, the rotation changes up. It's pretty straightforward for the first rotation. The second rotation can get a little bit tricky because like what'll happen is there's going to be the bounce location is like, for instance, let's say that I'm the boss right now. The bounce location, so this is speaking of like this, the 33% rotation. Say I'm the boss and I'm in the corner facing the wall is like over here is the opposite corner. So the ball is always going to start bouncing to the boss's right hand side, which would be like right here. So it's going to start there. And then on the second bounce during the 33% phase, it looks like it's going to go into like the center of the side, but that's actually going to be the tertiary bounce, like the follow-up bounce. So actually look all the way to the far right corner from the boss, which would be, if you're facing the boss, going to be the far left.
This one?
Actually over on this side.
Oh, okay. This
Yeah.
one, okay.
You can
So
see
it does this to this, yeah?
Yeah, and then like
you-
Brahma would be at the location of like the third bounce, which is like in between those two. So that is like the one main bounce that trips everyone up.
You can see the next one is always bigger than the next one.
Yeah.
The next you have to jump in is always the bigger one than the other.
Yeah, and
And the smaller one is the one after this big one. Got it?
to
No,
give
I
it
didn't listen, sorry.
to give an example of what Seb is saying. So you can see down there how the ball is bouncing. There's a bigger circle and a smaller circle on the ground.
Yeah.
And then whenever it bounces, it always bounces on that bigger circle, and then it'll follow up on that
and then
smaller
on the
circle.
smaller one. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and stack some boons. Actually, real quick, I'm going to... Forgot to change my build up a little bit. So also, if you guys are bringing reflects, you guys can actually take those off. I am good to handle reflects with pretty much near 100% uptime. So if you guys just want to go full DPS, then that'll be good. All right, and here we go. All right, and then stack on the far side. Gonna bounce it. Starting now. Get ready to Nova launch to this target now. All right, Anomaly's up. Very nicely done. After the Anomaly's dead, go to the boss. Then we're gonna CC. A little bit more CC. Very good. Oops, sorry, I dropped that in the wrong spot. Nice. Phase here in 2, 1, phase. Nice. So then we're just going to split up and CC those illusions. Nice. Just the center illusion. All right, sidestep all these. Nice. Nicely done. It's all good. It's all good. We got some healing going up on the Anomaly. All right, Skull, go ahead.
I cannot. Bull.
All right, nice backup.
Get it. You got it. All. Okay, thanks. I was done. Sorry, mate.
That was a good call for backup there as well. CC. Nice. So with backup though, what you want to do is if you call for backup, make sure when you can pick it back up, take the responsibility back. That way the person that's backing you up can get back to the boss.
Okay.
Now just be mindful of the white circles that you might see at any point here, guys. If you see a white circle at your feet, then you want to make sure that you all right, one more illusion, it looks like. Nice. Everyone's going to res, get back to the center. Going to stack up boons, do some heals. Oh, quick res on center, Get out of there, dodge. All right, res. Nice. All right, everyone to the boss, unless you're Skull. Remember that far bounce?
I'm Skull.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see if we can salvage this. Go ahead and get a res. Right here on boss. Nice, okay. All right, and CC the boss. All right, res. A little bit more CC on the boss as well, guys. All right, Skull, go to the dome. Nice, we got 7% till phase. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Nicely done, guys.
Sorry, I couldn't done any of the balls. Sorry, thank you, backup.
Yeah, that is all good. That was good calls, though. It's good to know like when to call as well.
Usually, when you have to CC the minimis, you have to stay with the group because I got separated and died. Or you just spread among the minimis.
What do you mean, minimis?
When we face the boss, it makes clones.
Mm-hmm.
I think minimis are called.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. So what was were you asking like where to go in that instance?
Yeah, you have to stay with the group or spread among them because I got separated from the group and died from the.
Oh, gotcha. So you're talking about during the CC phase, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So during that, it's probably most efficient to split up and CC everything, because that way you can get like you don't like over CC an illusion, because they don't take like a Revenant Staff 5 can do more CC damage to the bar than is actually there. So we don't want to have like Revenant Staff 5 and then have like Guardian, like Bane Signet or something like that, because that would just be like an overage CC. So we want to kind of split up if we can. But that to say, if you are going to die there, it would be better to have you alive. That way you can CC. So if you need to, just try and hug your healer a little bit. So that would be me in this case. But whoever's your heal brand, if you have a heal brand, or what I try and do if I'm on DPS, I'll just try and focus on sidestepping all the explosions. The explosions are actually what do a lot of the damage to you, because they just happen at your feet and it's so subtle if you're not paying attention. And they kind of have their own rotation. So it's always not a rotation, but like a pattern. They always kind of follow a pattern. So if you kind of get an idea of the pattern, you can kind of get an idea of where you should be standing at what time, or like how to move along the platform a little bit better. Does that make sense? which it will take time to like get all that stuff down. So it's no worries if you don't have it down. And yes, Scarlet Army potions, if you have them, that works on this boss.
Want me on the Annos or
So,
yes?
But
well,
not
actually,
in the back.
Matt, how did you do anomalies last time?
No, I was DPS.
Okay, so I'm going to have you do anomalies this time because it would be ideal for the Renegade to do it. But there are plenty of groups that will ask the banners to do it. So I want you to just have that experience in case you're ever asked to do it.
Okay.
So basically every 20-ish seconds, the anomaly is going to spawn, the green circle, and the skull is going to happen. And basically your responsibility is as soon as that spawns, just go and kill the anomaly and get back to the boss unless you're skulled. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So that's just going to be your priority. And then Seb will back you up if we do need like extra DPS on the anomaly.
Okay.
Is there like a pop-up or something that says that anomaly pops?
No, well, if you get skulled or greened, then you'll get that little notification. But if you kind of look on the map, you'll kind of see like are you playing with your game sounds on?
Depends which one, but yeah, most of them.
Okay, it should be like an effect kind of. I can't remember what the exact.
Oh yeah, it's almost every one I have.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it should be like environment or effects volume, one of those two. But basically, whenever it spawns in, it kind of does that teleport sound. So if you have your sounds on, you should hear that teleport sound. And if you do, then that's where the anomaly is going to spawn. And one thing that I do is, if you ever have this responsibility, you'll kind of get this over time. But like, just always kind of keep your minimap kind of zoomed in to the size of the platform. And then whenever an anomaly spawns, you will see the cross swords pop up on the map, and that's going to be the anomaly. So just kind of keep that zoomed in. And I'm also going to be calling when the anomaly spawns. And the anomaly spawns, and you can start killing it before someone gets targeted to blow up or someone gets green. So you can actually, if you're on top of it, the anomaly can actually get down before someone actually gets marked for the mechanic.
Okay.
So that would be ideal. In case you get skulled or if you get green, then you have plenty of time to react to it.
Okay.
So that to say, though, if you get the green circle, kind of play it by ear where to stand to get the credit. If it's like, if you get the anomaly down and the green circle is about to channel, just stay at the dome and let the person who's skulled be that extra credit for the green circle. But if you have plenty of time to get back to the group, like if the green circle is like 75% of the way channel, like not even, like you still have 75% of it left, then you have plenty of time to Nova launch back onto the group and get credit there. So that's totally up to you how you do that.
Okay. Just one reminder, the green cycle, we have to be minimum 2, right?
Yeah, minimum 2, including the person with the skull.
Of course. Including the skull guy?
Or not skull, sorry, I said that wrong. Including the person with the green circle. So the person that has the green circle, and then just having one other person in there is fine.
Okay.
All right, and then just remember to Nova launch the red orbs, and we... what's up?
The red ball. When you use your special action key after the ball disappears, you know, the one that leaves circles on the ground, red circles.
Yeah.
I can always use the special action key at the right time. Is there a right time? I don't know.
Yes, there is. So basically, when the red orb disappears to the time that he shoots it out is like a second, and that is your window to Nova launch. If you do it any earlier or later, then chances are it might fall on the ground. There are some exceptions, like sometimes it gets a little wonky, like the AoE might shoot out a little bit sooner or whatever, but that's just kind of like a little bit buggy, unfortunately. But basically, in that window, from when it disappears to when it shoots back out, that is your window to Nova launch.
Okay, and the Shield of Courage also works, right?
It does not, actually.
No?
Oh, wait, hold on. Shield of... Oh, wait, yeah. You're talking about the F3 DH.
Yeah.
Yes, that should work, ideally, because blocks work, so I would assume that would work. So ideally it should. So if your Nova launch is on cooldown, then you can use that. Or if you have any sort of Aegis or any sort of like channeled block, like a Revenant Staff 3 is like a 2-second block that works in a pinch. Or like Matt, if your Nova launch is on cooldown, your Mace too. If you're running Maces, that is a block that'll work as well.
Okay.
But another thing, if your Nova launch is on cooldown and you don't have a block, just make sure you step away from the boss, because the whole point of Nova launching it is to make sure that the red orb puddle does not spawn on the stacking location at the boss. So if we just keep it off the boss, it's fine. It doesn't matter if it hits the ground as long as it's not on the boss.
Okay.
Alrighty.
When you step out, just dodge it, and so you don't get too much damage.
Yes, good point. Alright, so I'm going to stack some boons. Let's stack up a little tighter. Alright,
And don't panic when platform disappears.
Yes, that is actually a very good point, because that happens all the time. So just be a cool cat during that point. All right, Anomaly's up. Green is on boss, and then Skull go to the dome, and then very nicely done, guys. Nicely handled. All right, we're gonna have the red orb here in a moment. All right, red orb is up. Get ready to Nova launch now. All right, so we missed one. Just step on the opposite side, or two, looks like. Turn away. All right, and we have split going off. So Matt, you are not going to get a side because you're responsible for killing the anomaly during any point. So just perfect. Yeah, we split perfectly on the sides. Nice. And then once you're done, go back to the center. CC. Anomaly's up. All right, Skull, go to the dome. Nice job on clearing that anomaly. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome. Anomaly's going to spawn here in a moment. Anomaly's up. All right, get ready for red orb. Now. Turn away. All right, we got 10% till phase. Get ready for Nova launch. Now. Nicely done. Way to move off the group. That was really good. Handled very well.
Anomaly now?
It might happen during the phase, actually. Everyone split off. All right, yeah, Anomaly's going to spawn here, like, very shortly. So just be ready. There it is. Whoops, right there. All right, Skull, go to the dome. All right, CC the boss. Nicely handled with mechanics there, guys. Very nicely done. Nice, we got phase now. All right. So at 55% and lower, he's going to start doing his whirlwind. Dodge out, dodge out, dodge out. Nicely done. So get ready for CCs here in a moment. All right, CC. Nice. And then DPS. Ooh, nice pull. Very nice pull. All right, Anomaly's up. All right, try not to panic here. I'm Skulled. So get ready for Nova launch here in a moment, guys. Nova now.
Oh, fuck.
It's all good. All good. Move out of that dome. All right, everyone go to a side. Nice, nice. All right, this is very important. Make sure we CC and DPS as much as we can here because we have a break from disappearing platforms. All right, Anomaly's up. All right, 8%. Skull, go to the dome. Get out of the boss. Nova launch now.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
All right, move on. Move on to the boss. All right, 5, 4, coming for res. Let's get this res really quick. All right, nice. 1%. Heck yeah,
Oh,
guys.
nice.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Easy.
Very nicely. What is that? LNHB? LNHB training low KP run?
There it is.
Nicely done, guys. Very nicely done. All right. So with this one, how are we on the mechanics on this one? Because I know that this one's kind of a different encounter compared to 100 CM. Some people might find this one a little bit more difficult. Does anyone need like big refreshers on this, or just like small little overviews?
Do you need me on Dwarf or Shiro?
Shiro's fine.
Okay.
Overview's fine? Okay, cool. So basically just be careful with the 2 AoEs that these guys do. We just want to make sure that the one AoE that's safe around them, we stack there, and then just make sure we dodge the other AoE. The other AoE, where it's like dangerous around the Assault Knight, just be careful not to waste your burst when it jumps in the air or your CC, because it will be evading, so just be careful about that during the actual fight. And then during the boss fight, a lot of mechanics overlap. One mechanic that we want to be very, very careful of is the very first attack that the boss will do, which is the wind up and then the spin release, which will do like a knockback with a lot of burning. So just be very, very careful about that, because that will do a lot of damage. And if you get hit by it, it'll knock you back. And then if you get, you'll take the hit, you'll take the knockback, and then you'll take 7 stacks of burning for that hit, which if like the hit initially doesn't kill you, then that burning will probably eat your Mistlock or down you if you already lost your Mistlock. So just be very, very careful about that. I'll try and provide stability when I can. I have a lot of it, but chances are my Aegis might get eaten by something else. So you just want to be very careful about that. And then just remember at 33%/25%, just go to south so we can stack up on that the Assault Knight, and down that really quick. So, going to stack some boons. And then we're not going to GG. We're just going to go straight from the Assault Knight to the boss. Nice. Go south. All right, now go to the northern one. Nicely done. And just hang tight. Dodge. Go to the blue guy. Nice, and then go back to the boss. Get ready to CC the boss. CC now. Very nicely done, guys. And then just DPS hard. Alright, Assault Knight spawning now. Dodge the Assault Knight. Alright, and then CC the Assault Knight. Try and stand in the open areas. I know it's tough. Alright, watch the AoE. Nice, back onto the boss, guys. Nicely handled there. Alright, nice CC. Very good job. Alright, next Assault Knight's going to be at north. Alright, and CC the Assault Knight. Nicely done. Nice burn, back onto the boss. Actually, into the dome, just kidding. Alright, onto the boss. Watch out for this flex bomb. Very nice. Dodge this now. Go south. Nicely handled, guys. Nicely handled. I didn't see anyone take damage there. That was really solid. Alright, just wait for him to come here. He's going to jump here in a moment. Dodge now. Try and angle your dodges into the boss. Stand in front of the boss. Very good. And then just sidestep these AoEs. Watch out for these ground slams. Alright, Assault Knight's almost dead. Nicely done. Alright. Very nice. Stay in front of the boss. Let's CC. Nice. Burn hard. 10%. Just keep DPS, keep DPS. I'm going to heal you guys through. Dodge now.
Oops.
Keep going. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. All right, so for this, we're just going to poke in line of sight. So we're going to get these guys back here, and then we're just going to get aggro the crate on the side. And we're going to pull them into the hallway. So just make sure you are breaking your line of sight by going into the hallway. That way we can force them to come behind because they are ranged. So if you're just hanging outside of the hallway, they're going to linger when coming back into the into this hallway. All right, and then I'm going to have either Zek or Ronnie. One of you guys are going to lead into the next room and pull the Nimros together after we capture this. So what you want to do basically is, I mean, it's just like your basic GS5 pull, but you want to be quick about it. You want to go in there and you want to chain them really quick because they will put up a wall. So, okay, perfect. That was like just in time. Nicely done. Nice. All right, and then we're gonna stack near this little wall right here because the other. There we go. Nice. Now these guys are going to be coming down, and then we also have these guys coming down. So then we're going to cleave them, and then we're going to go to the sides. So we can stack right here on the outside, so we're not taking the explosions. Nice, and then we can just go up and safely cap the sides. All right, I'm going to split off to the opposite side. If you come a little bit to this side, I'm going to... Ah, dang it. I timed it too late. No. Nice. Alright, looks like you guys got the side one.
Whoops.
Ooh, blue orbs. Nice. Alright. So we are going to GG here anyway. So if you're ever dead at this point, you can just stay that way. And then we'll all checkpoint in a moment. So then, quick refresher on this. Fight here is pretty similar to normal mode, actually, with the exception of the phases. So just make sure that you mark a side by holding Alt and left-clicking on the map. So we're going to do north, south, east, and west, except Seb and I are going to get south because we are your quote-unquote support. And then just make sure that at 66% you go to your side, and at 33% you go to the corner to your right, or rotate clockwise pretty much. All right, so go ahead and GG. All right. And then the other mechanic here that is a normal mode mechanic, but is very, very, very important to avoid is that giant hallucination AoE that spawns at the beginning of like after we do the CC phase, it's going to be the very first attack that he does. And so it's always also, side note, this is just extra info, it's always going to be on the person who is the farthest west when the boss is actually started. So I'm going to try and be the farthest west. So just try to just like stack on the eastern side for the moment, or like when the boss starts. That way I can kind of have more control over that AoE. In case for some reason I decide to poison kite at any point. That way I have both the AoEs on myself. But yeah, just make sure we don't stand in the giant hallucination spawning AoE. It's going to be the very first attack that he does after we break his bar for the first time. So just be aware of that. You can block it, you can dodge it, or just run out of it completely. And I just DC'd and just realized that. So I'm coming back in. Alrighty. Cool. And stacking boons now. Nicely done. Here we go. Starting now. Alright, we're going to CC. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. This is going to be the AoE that we want to dodge spawning now. Alright, this AoE, make sure we always dodge, block, or get out of it. Alright, we got phase and 3%. Nice, go to your sides. Alright, I'm going to split off. So just make sure if you can help out, then help out with your buddies. Otherwise, if you finish your illusion and no one needs help, then you can actually safely stack on the boss's hitbox while you're waiting for everyone to finish their illusion. And it's just like the CC phase. There's nothing happening at the center of the boss's hitbox. Alright, we got about 10% till phase. Dodge the AoE. Very nicely done. Heals are on the boss. Go to your corners now. Remember to rotate clockwise. Nice. And then we can go back to the center of the hitbox. Very nicely done, guys. Nice. Less than 10%. We're almost done. 2, 1. Nice pool, guys. Very nice, clean pool. All right, awesome. And then refresher on this fight. Really, a main difference here is that a couple of main differences is that when he stabs the ground, lets out the shockwave and spawns hallucinations. Those hallucinations have a bigger AoE radius, so we want to just be kind of prepared for that. Best way to handle that attack is we want to stay stacked in the center as much as possible, because that does two things. It gives does three things. It gives us more control over the fight, so we can kind of keep them as still as possible for DPS, which in turn is helpful for like dragon hunters with traps or Ellies with like field AoEs. And then the other thing is that when he does that stab attack and it spawns the hallucinations, if we're all stacked on the same locations, all those hallucination AoEs kind of stack up on the same, like roughly on the same point. So we have more of the area that is safe of the arena. So we have more area to run to save a dodge if we need to. So there's that. There's the CC phase after the capture points at 66 and 33%. So just make sure we have our CC ready. And then lastly, between 33 and 15% is that new AoE where he tries to pull you into him, and then he marks a whole bunch of arrows on the ground and he shoots a whole bunch of knockdown orbs. Just make sure you stand away from him. You don't stand on any of the arrows, and then you also can, like the pull that he does is like a shockwave, like a reverse shockwave. You can dodge against that or you can jump over it. So it will be coming from behind you though. So it's a little bit different to handle. So just be kind of prepared for that. And it will constantly pull you into him until if you get hit by it, it'll constantly pull you into him if you don't have stability or anything. So just be aware of that. All right. And do we have any questions before we start?
All clear.
Awesome. Here we go. I'm going to stack some boons. Here we go. All right, stacking the dome. After the dome is done, we want to CC right away. CC now. Nice CC, guys. Get a solid burn in. Dodge. And then move out of the AoEs. Those stacked very nicely. Dodge. Alright, we got about 10% till phase. Dodge. And then move out of the AoEs. Stay in the dome. We got 3% till phase. And split. Very nice. So side note, if anyone downs here and we have to have multiple people capture one extra circle or something, just let one person capture it at a time. Try not to have more than one person in a capture point at any point, because it actually makes it more difficult for the party, and the circles don't capture any faster with more people in it. Alright, so I'm going to help capture this point. Very good. Alright, we're going to CC. Nice. Nice CC. A little bit more CC if you have it. And then hold your CC. Very good. CC. Dodge. CC. Nice CC. Perfect timing. Got phase in 5. One phase. Almost phase. Okay, cool. Now we're phased. Nice. Nice. Good split there, guys.
Come on.
You got it? You got it? Nice. Nicely done, guys. Stack in the center for heals and boosts. CC. Nice. Solid CC, guys. Got the res. You guys are good. CC a little bit more if you got it. Hold your CC. Alright, we're almost at phase. 3% until we phase. Alright, this is the AoE. Step out of it. Nice. Nicely done. Stack in front of the boss and it's all done. Awesome, guys. Very nicely done. First pull, everything super clean. No deaths at all. That was super awesome.
Oh, and the
Very, very
shot at
clean.
the same time.
Yes. And if you guys are down to finish tier 4s, if you haven't done them yet, then I am down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
why
sure.
not?
Awesome, awesome.